The most dangerous lies are the ones everyone believes together. In 2014, Theranos was valued at $9 billion, a medical technology company that promised to revolutionize blood testing. Their board included Henry Kissinger, former Secretary of State, James Mattis, four-star General George Shultz, former Secretary of Treasury. Billionaires competed to invest. The media called the founder the next Steve Jobs. There was just one problem. Technology didn't work. Never had. Never would. This isn't a story about one person lying. It's a story about why everyone chose to believe the lie. Elizabeth Holmes dropped out of Stanford at 19. She had an idea: test for hundreds of diseases with one drop of blood. If it worked, it would change medicine. Cheaper tests, faster results, no more needles. She raised millions from Tim Draper, venture capitalist, Larry Ellison, Oracle founder, Rupert Murdoch, media mogul. By 2013, Walgreens partnered with them, planning to put Theranos machines in thousands of stores. By 2014, $9 billion valuation. Elizabeth Holmes on magazine covers. World's youngest self-made female billionaire. But behind closed doors, the machines didn't work. Results were inaccurate. They were using traditional blood testing methods and lying about it. Employees knew. Some tried to raise concerns. They were threatened, sued, silenced. But here's the real mystery. How did so many smart people stay convinced for so long? The psychological trap, herding behavior, social proof. Imagine you're an investor in 2013. You hear about Theranos. You think, does this technology actually work? Should I invest? Then you see, Larry Ellison invested. Rupert Murdoch invested. Walgreens partnered with them. Henry Kissinger is on the board. Suddenly, you stop asking, does this work? And start thinking, if all these smart people believe it, it must be real. This is social proof. When uncertain, humans look to others. What is everyone else doing? The problem? Everyone else is doing the same thing. Looking at everyone else, Investor A looks at Investor B. He's smart, he invested. Investor B looks at Investor C. She's smart, she invested. Investor C looks at Investor A. He's smart, he invested. No one actually verified the technology. They verified that other people believed in the technology. The emperor has no clothes, but everyone pretends he does. Why? Because everyone else is pretending, and no one wants to be the one person who sees what no one else sees. This is what happened at Theranos. Henry Kissinger wasn't a scientist, but he saw other smart people on the board. If George Shultz believes it, it must be real. George Shultz saw Henry Kissinger. If Henry believes it, it must be real. None of them verified the technology independently. They verified each other's belief. The ones who questioned were Elizabeth's own grandfather. George Shultz ignored him. Scientists who asked for data, they were stonewalled. Whistleblowers, they were threatened. Questioning the consensus meant being called stupid, missing out on the next big thing, being isolated from the group. So most people stayed silent, even when they had doubts. Because being wrong together feels safer than being right alone. An emperor commissioned a magic mirror. The craftsman said, "This mirror shows you more beautiful than you truly are." The emperor was delighted. He looked in the mirror. Yes, this is how I should look. Visual. Emperor orders 100 mirrors made. He ordered 100 of these mirrors and gave one to every noble in the court. Soon, everyone at court had a magic mirror. They all looked in their mirrors, saw themselves as more beautiful, and they praised each other. "You look magnificent. You're aging so gracefully. You're more handsome than ever." They all believed it because everyone was seeing the same thing in their magic mirrors. One day, a visitor arrived with a true mirror. He showed the emperor his real reflection. The emperor saw aging, imperfection, reality. The court threw him out. He must be jealous. He brought a broken mirror. Everyone knows the emperor is perfect. Mirrors. They returned to their magic mirrors. It was easier to believe the lie when everyone believed it together. Everyone you know is investing. Your brother-in-law, your coworker, your neighbor. They're all making money. You think, everyone can't be wrong. If I don't invest, I'm the fool. So you buy at the peak. Not because you understand the technology, but because everyone else is doing it. Then the crash comes. Everyone was following everyone else, and everyone lost together. Your career decisions or your career path. Everyone's going into tech. Everyone's becoming an influencer. Everyone's starting a podcast. So you do too, not because it fits you, but because it's what everyone is doing. Then you realize everyone had the same idea. The field is overcrowded. You're competing with thousands. You followed the herd off a cliff. Your opinions or your beliefs. You're in a group, online or in person. Everyone agrees on something. Politics, investments, lifestyle choices. You have doubts. But everyone seems so certain. So you stay quiet. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Everyone else seems to understand. Then the group makes a bad decision together, and you went along. The framework, independent thinking. Here's how to escape herd mentality. Step 1, verify independently. Before any major decision, ask, if no one else was doing this, would I still think it's a good idea? Remove the social proof. Evaluate on the merits alone. Step 2, seek opposing views. Actively look for people who disagree with the consensus, not to argue, to understand their reasoning. The best decisions come from understanding both sides, not just the popular side. Step 3, be willing to be wrong alone. The hardest part, being the only one who sees what you see. But being right alone is better than being wrong together. In 2022, Elizabeth Holmes was convicted of fraud. Sentenced to 11 years in prison. Theranos dissolved. $9 billion in value evaporated. The smart people who invested, they lost hundreds of millions, not because they were stupid, but because they asked the wrong question. They asked, who else believes this? They should have asked, is this actually true? In every era, there's a Theranos, a thing everyone believes. That isn't real. You can follow the crowd, or you can think for yourself. One path is comfortable, the other path is lonely, but only one path is yours. The herd moves fast, but it doesn't always move forward. Think independently, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard.